Next, we'll cycle to Daniel. This is right after you and Vivian leave Ray in the room because they need space to start treating Ray with the other 6 people in there.
Speaking of, how many of those other 6 are finalists or tournament people?
Guess you'll have to see him to find out.
Fair.
Wait, weren't there like windows on the door?
Yes, but the windows are spaced out enough into the room to where, like, if you're on the. Okay, how the medical ward works is that it's like 2-story. The first story you enter, check in, and the second story is where, like, the rooms are. So if you're on the ground, you can't look up and see in with clarity. You could, in theory, get a vantage point and do an awareness check or position yourself to where you could see better into the room. But unless you guys start investigating. Anyway, back to Daniel's scene real quick. Vivian will just kind of turn to you. Daniel?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like we did the wrong thing leaving Ray?
Because you're a smart person. I feel the exact same way, but we need support. We need Alexander. He's the one who specializes in this. I put people together. He tears systems apart.
I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I'm just a little scared.
So Daniel, she'll let him. Is going to try and hug Vivian to comfort her.
At first she seems like a little abrasive, but then she lets you, and as you hug, you kind of it lasts a little longer than it should have. It's slightly awkward, but ultimately you feel like that did help Vivian. Obviously, because Daniel is so short, Vivian's slightly taller than you by like a few inches. And then she lets go.
I can't promise anything. That would be a lie. But I can promise that I will try. I will try to protect Ray. I will try to protect you. We still need to find Yen. I promise to try.
That's just it, Daniel, is I feel really bad about saying this, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to help look for Yen tonight.
That's understandable.
And there's one other thing too.
But
the music club's practicing for the dance next week, and I kind of want someone there to see how it sounds.
and will nod. I would be happy to watch your recital. I am worried about Gen and Ray, of course, but I want you to twist it.
I just feel bad that I'm putting a wedge between what's happening right now. It's just how well I do with this depends if I keep my scholarship.
The whole reason we entered this competition was to help someone protect their scholarship, or to help other people reach a higher status I don't need that for myself. I could skip half a semester and my grades would probably still be fine. But I want to be here for you. I will watch, and Yen and Red will be okay. They'll just wait a little bit longer. Sorry.
Out of character. Look, man, we all understand when like saving your friends goes to the side on getting some peace.
Yep.
On getting a good side piece.
Hey, I'm not
Besides,
disagreeing.
there's physically no way that you could know Gen is bleeding out when he needs you.
True, and I'll say this: get your piece, brother.
I'm staying in character for Daniel.
Hey, bro, hey, brother, it's
Like,
fine to go get your piece, all right? If I die, I'm not gonna blame it on you.
I'm just kind of like here thinking of the future where Gen texts or somebody texts Daniel, hey, Gen is bleeding and dying during the recital.
Daniel texts
Oh,
back,
Lord,
oh,
that
sorry, a little busy at the
that
moment.
is
Take him to the nurse.
That'd be the most awkward 2 dates to the prom situation ever. One date is a cute girl, and the other date is a friend who's bleeding out. He actually dances with Vivian dressed as a doctor, and he goes to do surgery on Gen with a corsage.
God damn it.
Jesus.
Besides, I still have my communicator.
I'm banking on that one.
Never leave home without it. It's like the back credit.
Everyone that's not Gen, one more roll. Obviously, Chris, you have Daniel's roll.
Every roll is a 5. One more time, shall we?
Five.
Reroll.
Five.
Oh, was it a triple five?
It was indeed a triple 5.
All right, reroll. Then I call.
We should have.
Oh my
I
god.
got 2 threes. Don't do it
4.
again.
Kevin gets a 4.
Okay. If that happened twice, I'm just gonna be like, "That's it. That's it over, guys." Deal.
No, I'd have just been like, all right, you're all in the exact same place as this happens. All right, one more time for me and Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I
for Daniel and Ray.
agree.
Oh!
Again.
You know
All right,
what?
at this point,
I'm just gonna rule it how I'm gonna rule it when
Go
we
ahead.
go through this. We'll just say Kevin goes first. Alexander, as you get back to the courtyard from the airsoft field with Martin, you can kind of see that like it's way more empty than you remember it being. There's still a few people moving between classes, but you can feel like there's nowhere near as much traffic as there was before.
Alexander takes note of this.
As you start walking, you can see like a bit more like faculty gathered at one area talking back and forth with one another. And then as you pass by, you can see as you pass by that, you can catch a couple murmurs here and there, but nothing like too clear. As you pass by, you can see Mother Gracia talking to Mr. Simmons in a different location that's about like 15-20 feet from the other group. Martin kind of just taps you on the shoulder. Hey, that was the guy that was Daniel's family friend, right?
Yeah, Mr. Simons? No. Simmons. Mr. Simmons.
Mr.
Huh. You holding up? You've been pretty quiet the whole way back.
A lot of shit has been going down.
Yeah. I really got nothing other than but I guess we'll see what's going on.
Can we
Alright.
can we get closer to them, to Mother Gracia and Mr. Simmons? I kind of want to hear what they're saying.
I think we could get a little closer. And then as the two of you start to adjust the path so you can pass by them a little bit, before you start approaching the group of faculty, you can see a couple other students are also transitioning classes as well. Then pretty much Sakura basically comes up in the other group, and then she's like, "Oh, Alex, Martin, you got a sec?"
Yeah, I got a sec.
Martin just kind of nods.
What do you need, Sakura?
Nah, I just wanted to know if you guys heard about what's going on with campus right now.
No, not really. Just finished an event.
Yeah,
I heard Ray was sick. Gen's missing.
Gen's missing?
Well, we believe so. He hasn't come to class at all. And you know Gen wouldn't miss class.
Yeah, that's definitely out of character. No, I was talking about what's happening with the faculty right now. Obviously you know about Ray. I hope he's okay, but there were 6 students that all fell out in class today and are showing similar signs to Ray. The nurse is struggling to really identify much of what it is. So, until further notice, all events and classes are at limited capacity and or canceled. The only thing they've left open is the school dance because the school, if they don't do it, they lose a good bit of the funding.
Yes, great. You said 6 others, right?
Yeah.
Do you know who they are?
A couple of them were other people in the competition. One was a girl from the music club. And then another one was someone from the track team, and then Dr. Wright's son, Ricky. And I don't know the others.
Ricky.
Martin looks visibly bothered when she says Ricky's in the infirmary as well.
Out of character. That's the other swim guy, right?
That was the guy that Martin was introduced with. The two of them were friends.
One was in the pool. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Is anybody on the swim team not infected?
Ivo?
Yay!
Ricky actually changed clubs right after the tournament was announced.
Did you tell the others?
No, I haven't been able to find anyone. It's been hectic as far as getting schedules, as far as what's remote, what's limited classes. I was just trying to find you guys to make sure you were okay. I don't know what's going on.
I see. If you can't find them, just send a message. That way they'll at least know.
Okay. Do you think you guys are gonna need some help looking for Gen?
Most definitely.
Okay. I guess I'll put a few feelers out, and when I'm free, I'll see if I can get to the club room with you guys so we can hash out a plan.
Yeah. A lot of things are happening at school. If you hear anything, send a message.
Without doubt.
Can you... Akari's in your team, right?
No, Akari was on Ricky's team.
Okay. If you see Akari, can you tell her about Gen?
She just kind of nods. And then, as you're about to leave, Martin just kind of pops up. Are they letting anyone see him? Is Ricky okay? And she just looks at Martin and goes, I'm not going to make any promises, but they said everyone's semi-stable right now. And I don't know when they're letting visitors in. And then as you two walk away, you'll eventually get back to the obelisk where the meeting place was for you, Martin, Daniel, Vivian, Ivo, and Aaron. And I'm just going to let you two free RP as you all get to the obelisk.
Wait. P and Martin?
Yeah, you, Martin, Daniel, Ivo, and Aaron are all getting to the obelisk about the same time.
Anybody heard any word of Gen?
Not a damn word, Dutch boy. Me and Ivo have been looking in the woods, see what we can find. There's really no clues in the room either. It's like he just up and disappeared.
Are there any other places other than the woods and the campus?
Well, this has been possible for him to be taken off the island by someone.
Ivo just says they'd have had to have moved fast to do that.
They probably would have needed a helicopter, or somebody would have noticed that.
See?
Well, we need to find Gen, and also have... I suppose I should tell you about the race situation.
Ivo just kind of cricks his head. What's wrong with Ray?
He's sick.
He's sick, but he's not just got the sniffs. Whatever he has, it's unlike any illness I've ever studied. And I have studied a lot of illnesses.
I also heard that 6 others were sick, and half of them were from the competition.
The nurse mentioned that.
There was
Seems
also
very irresponsible. Privacy is
also-
important, but this is not privacy. The students should have been told.
I will just kind of look upset. Was there any newsletter put out?
Daniel would probably have looked into that just because there should have been.
Without a role needed, yes, there was a newsletter put out, and it explains what they're dealing with and that classes are getting cut down, and for the time being, the dance is being held while they figure everything out, and they're getting some more medical professionals involved to try to better identify what's going on.
The fact that we only know it is Ray and the other 6 is not enough information to go off of. There may be a wait. Is there anything? Does anybody know who any of the other 6 are?
One of them is Ricky. One was from the music club.
Vivian, do you know anybody who did not come to the music club today?
Naomi wasn't there, but everyone else was.
Scheiße. If they had all come from the same place, then I might have been able to find a source of infection. If they had all come from the swimming team, I could say, well, we need to avoid the pools. If they had all come from the music club, well, we need to avoid the music club. But with multiple locations, it could be airborne. I recommend extra precautions in terms of making sure that we wash our hands. That should go without saying, but I will say it anyway. And trying not to get too close to people that we do not already know.
Aaron, in the background, says, "We're at Airborne. I feel like there'd be more than just 7 sick."
That is a good point. And the question at the top of this entire list of frustrations is, where is Gen? Where is Gen? I think that I'm beginning to think that in the future, Alexander?
Yes. Daniel?
You got into this school because you can hack codes, right?
Yes. If you're asking me to hack the security cams.
No, not just the security cameras. They'll need to hack. They'll need to take the entire school network offline if they're going to rescue Gen, if this turns out to be a trap. I'd like to give the medical professionals enough time to make a difference, but shortly thereafter, I don't like these coincidences. There are too many in a row. Sorry.
I don't want to. Yeah, Martin just pipes up. I don't want to deter anyone from doing anything, but if we knock the school system down, provided we can actually do it, that kind of fucks Ray and everyone else.
I look at Daniel and, I get closer to him and whisper, I think it's about time we tell them. They have to know if
Daniel just shakes his head.
This
Yes.
is too much for it to be coincidence. Gen is
I
missing. Ray
I
is
wanted
sick.
to I wanted to apologize to you, Alexander. I didn't take what you said very seriously. I just wanted to focus on my studies, and I think that there is much more going on here than that. I think you are right about everything.
I wish I wasn't.
I do think that we need to tell them. You are right. But not all at once. We need a place. Ah! Um, do you think that there would be surveillance in the bathhouse in the sauna? You'd think it would be very hard to run security there. That may be the safest place to talk.
Yes, it's a possibility to be there. But
Though, whatever we send on the PDAs, there's likely somebody looking in on that. So I suggest for sending messages about this, Daniel takes a notebook out of his backpack. Is that we go old school?
yeah. Um, how is Ray doing?
Ray, whatever he has, like I said, it wasn't the common cold. It wasn't the flu. It wasn't even cancer. It's something I've never seen before.
Did you take a sample?
I did not have the correct instruments to be taking a sample at that time. So I did not want to get infected.
If you or if you ever have a chance to talk to Ray again, try to get a sample.
I will. Daniel is going to write down as much information as he can remember. If Alexander's willing to trust these people, then so is Daniel. Then he'll hand the notebook to Alexander and ask him to fill in any of the gaps that he thinks are necessary.
He'll look at the notebook. And whatever information that I found out, I would have wrote it down.
Here I was half expecting Alexander to take the notebook and throw it in the fountain. Just no. I changed my mind.
Out of character. Are we? Do we still have classes?
Well, this would be after class, so.
At least after most of them.
Okay.
Yeah, this is after the halfway point in the day where everyone's gotten the updates of like, hey, we're only going to do like 4 or 5 people in the classroom. The rest of the classes will just email you assignments, get them done while we figure out what's going on.
Okay.
I just had a dumb thought. I'm like, Turkish immigrants to Germany are working on a vaccine. Maybe one of them is Daniel's parents, and he just doesn't realize yet.
Okay. I'll be going back to my room and check on the security cams to see if.
Did you write everything down on the notebook that you wanted to share with the others?
Yeah, I did.
Thank you. Daniel's going to take the notebook and hand it to Ivo first. We
And this
trust
is
all of you.
out of character. How much information is being given in the notebook? Like, is it this just everything that you guys have found out of place? Is this like
Daniel
certain
was
stuff? I just
putting-
want to know a general.
Daniel was putting pretty much everything. The only thing he omitted was that his parents worked for Umbrella.
Okay.
Alexander would have probably wrote about his sister, his suspicions about
Memory shenanigans.
all that.
Ivo, I'll read it slowly. And then you can see that he looks peeved off that this is coming out just now. But he's not really saying much, and then he passes the book around. Vivian looks really concerned. And as the notebook goes around to Aaron, you kind of see Aaron read it and not really react almost
To
at
be
all.
fair, wasn't Aaron there whenever we talked about the memory shenanigans?
No, I don't think he was.
No.
Huh.
It was just us four.
We wanted to keep the circle small at first. We thought it could be dangerous for people to know, but it's clearly more dangerous for people not to know. If we're right. God willing, we're not.
At this point, the notebook's been set on the side of the fountain, and then Aaron just kind of slumps onto one of the benches. And he's not really, like, reacting at all. Ivo pipes up and goes, I'm not particularly happy about this, but I can understand that it'd take a lot to convince someone. And had we not had today, I don't think I'd have believed you.
Yeah, it took me a while to get them on board.
There was nobody that wanted to believe that this was a hoax more than me. But here we are. Keep one's eyes shut, and you will see nothing. But I trust you all, and I promise that I will do my best to help you.
Vivian kind of just puts her hand on your shoulder. And then Ivo looks at Aaron, who's basically put his head into his hands and is just looking down. And Ivo says, what are we gonna do? Because right now we got two problems that are about as important as one another.
Aaron and Ray.
Well,
Get in, Ray.
we have...
And Ray, Aaron's still there.
Get and Ray.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
They're so similar.
We'll dub it in post.
get Ray.
We have more than two problems. We have many problems. There's also the matter of our education here. I'm sorry.
No, it took me.
I'm sorry, this is Daniel.
Martin
Daniel,
laughs a little bit, and then he kind of calms his face, and then he goes, "Yeah, man, but priorities."
Yes. I feel like the most pressing issue is Gen. I do not think that they would intentionally kill Ray. I think that even if they were doing something sketchy, that they would still want to preserve the goods, as it were.
Yeah. Wherever Ray is could be dangerous.
I think that the first priority is Gen, then Ray, then keeping a low profile. And I think that the best way to do that is to continue to be, and he holds his hands up like I am now, students.
Okay. Ivo just looks up. I have to see Ray, and then we'll go from there.
All right.
Get us
I can point you in the right way. How did all of this happen? I mean, if what we learned about Alexander's sister is true, then it's been happening. But it doesn't make any sense. Why risk it here? They're supposed to be the best and brightest, the hope for the next generation. Brilliant engineers and programmers and musicians. He looks back at Vivian.
And with that, we'll close the scene and take 10.